Hey everyone, welcome to episode 106, an in-between episode of Mr. Robin's Hood podcast. I'm your sleep-deprived host, Robin Hohweiler, or Mr. Robin to you. Joining me, as always, thankfully, is my supremely talented collaborator and bestie, Mikel Mauree Robinson, known throughout the podcast uni as Mikey on the mic. We're coming to you digitally from Studio C, across from hole number 2 of the Woodward Muni Golf Course here in Woodward, Oklahoma. Friends, before we get started today, I need to address a situation that unfolded this past week involving Mikey and what she now claims is her newly discovered superpower. You see,
I'm discovering new ones every day.
You see, scientists have found that some people may be genetically predisposed to see colors the rest of us can't. Tiny differences in the eye can allow certain individuals to perceive shades and variations that are completely invisible to the average person. Now, most people would hear that and think, wow, that's fascinating. Mikey heard it and immediately decided that she was a superhero.
Yes. Oh, my cape will be the like the Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. That's going to be my cape.
Well, actually, I've got something coming up.
Oh, no.
Okay. Not a week later, she had designed a costume, created the backstory, and had given herself a superhero name. She now insists on being called the Chrominator.
Yes, I do. That is the greatest name.
The Chrominator's power, according to the Chrominator, is the ability to perceive colors beyond human comprehension. That truck isn't blue, she'll say. It's melancholy periwinkle with hints of regret.
Knowing that is going to help me save the world.
The rest of us just see blue. A few days ago, she stopped traffic in a parking lot because she claimed a suspicious vehicle was painted in what she called criminal mauve. Nobody knew what the hell that meant. Apparently,
Can't you see it?
Apparently, neither did she. She spent 20 minutes staring at a stop sign. When I asked
I was having a stop sign stare down.
When I asked what she was doing, she whispered, "There are colors here that have never been named."
Oh, God.
It was a stop sign. Red. The color was red. The real trouble started when she formed what she calls the Color Vigilance Task Force, or CVTF. Current membership, Mikey. Mission.
I'll be getting more. Just you wait.
Mission statement: protect humanity from dangerous shades. Last Tuesday, she cornered a poor paint clerk at a hardware store and warned him.
This is like Shades of Grey gone completely ass backwards.
Which
instead,
I could riff on that for a while.
Instead of it being sexual in nature, it's me running around like telling people that their stop signs the wrong color. And
yeah. So last Tuesday, she cornered some poor schmuck clerk at a hardware store and warned him that a particular sample contained traces of aggressive beige. The man took an early lunch and
I feel like
never
beige
returned.
Is not an aggressive color.
Yesterday, she informed me that my shirt was not gray. I asked what color it was. She stared thoughtfully into the distance and said, "It's the color of a tax refund that arrives 3 months late." Speaking of which...
Where's my crystal ball on this shit? Just saying. I think I need that. I think that I could see what the colors wanted me to see.
Now she's convinced there are secret colors hiding all around us. Colors between colors. Colors beyond colors. Colors so powerful that only the Chrominator can perceive them.
And anybody I choose to pass the power on to. Not Mr. Robin, though. 'Cause
It's going to be a colorblind joke.
It was going to be till you gave me that look. I'm like, oh, wait, maybe that's a soft spot.
And if today's podcast suddenly gets interrupted because Mikey has detected a rogue patch of hostile chartreuse threatening civilization, just stay calm. The chrominator is on the case. Or she's staring at a paint swatch again.
Which chartreuse is like probably my favorite color.
Honestly, with Mikey, it's hard to tell the difference.
It's extremely hard. But Mr. Robin shows up every day to try to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me.
He wants to know what the chrominator knows.
I got to know, chrominator. I just got to know.
Yep. It's killing me
Mikey,
slowly.
maybe we should establish a new occasional series for our in-between episodes and call it Curious Minds, Strange Times.
I like that. Yes.
Podcast where we explore fascinating shit.
Like science,
bizarre discoveries, and occasionally things that make us question whether reality is actually running the latest software update.
Yes, and the supernatural.
Okay.
Well, if we're going to do science, we got to do the opposite of science, right? Like,
that's cool.
You know, the things that can't be explained.
Keep tuning in, folks. You're going to find out.
One of these days.
So,
and sometimes reality seems to be running Windows Vista or Windows 7 and it won't even work anymore.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, that computer's 20 years old. That's what I had to say to my father-in-law. I'm like, it's not going to work anymore.
Yeah.
It's not compatible. Anyway, if reality suddenly freezes and asks whether you like to install updates now or later.
The answer is always later.
Always.
So today we're talking about...
Unless I ask you something and it's always now.
We're talking about a possible human superpower.
I'm excited about this one. Actually, every time someone says human superpower, I immediately hope it's something cool, like flying teleportation or talking to squirrels. And I would like to have a talk with the squirrel that chewed up all of my lights in my paradise.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never had this deranged of a squirrel in my life that ate my lights. It chewed up the ones that had been there for 5 seasons. I'm telling you, I want to talk to the squirrels.
I could loan you my 12 gauge.
Yep. I would probably blow a hole through my house trying to hit that squirrel. Mind you, my paradise is between my 2 houses, so I think I might just take a machete to it. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to kill the squirrel. Swear to God, that's a joke. I just want to have a stern talking to it. Tell it how disappointed I am and stuff. Maybe we can become friends. Maybe I'll hypnotize the squirrel into never chewing anything ever again. Anyway, what do you say?
I've been to Mikey's paradise, and frankly, talking to squirrels would probably be dangerous because I suspect Mikey's squirrels have opinions. The superpower we're discussing today is something much stranger than even squirrels with their own Fox network show. And to be honest, when I first came across the article this episode is based on, which, by the way, came out of Popular Mechanics back in February, I think, I was thinking... what was I thinking?
What were you thinking?
First
I've
came
been
across,
listening for like
based on I was
this
thinking,
whole time.
but well, okay, I'm going a little off.
Oh, he's going rogue. I love when he goes rogue because he always hates when I go rogue. So go rogue, Robin.
Well, friends, I'm colorblind, and I see color, but how I interpret color is very different probably from all of you hordes out there with normal color vision.
I thought you were going to call these people whores. Like, whoa. So serious. Anyway.
Everybody's got normal color vision except me. But anyway.
Wah, wah. No, I know several other colorblind people.
But so, and I think as we get deeper into this thing, we're going to find that it really is. And it's not only the number of cones in your eyes, there's a whole brain thing involved too. So we're going to get into that.
There's so much I want to say about that.
This episode will explore what color really is, why scientists think some people have a fourth color receptor in their eyes, and how researchers are trying to discover entirely new colors.
New colors? That's the part that keeps breaking my brain.
Hang in there, Mikey. By the end of this episode, you'll never look at a paint store the same way again. Or
probably not.
You'll have an existential crisis on aisle 7 at Sherwin-Williams.
I might have a meltdown.
We're going to start with the basics because what I discovered as I was working through this article was there was some pretty complex stuff in there. So we're going to break this down to just the basics. There are 3 essentially color receptors in your eye, one that sees blue, one that sees green, and one that sees red. The sky is blue usually.
RGB.
Grass is green, generally. Bananas are yellow unless you ignore them, which happens a lot around my house.
Brown.
Then
that's the best for making banana bread.
Yeah, they really are.
There are perks to
What most people don't realize is that color isn't a property of objects.
See, right there. That's the sentence that starts the confusion. I think everybody's confused.
Think about it this way. An object doesn't contain color.
No, it reflects light, right?
Right. Light comes in different wavelengths. When those wavelengths hit your eye, your brain interprets them and creates what we experience in color.
So the bananas aren't yellow?
Not exactly.
The fruit basket on my kitchen counter has been lying to me.
The banana...
You know, I actually have a fruit basket. You didn't know that. It's not on my counter, but the bananas are yellow.
I know everything.
What the hell?
The banana reflects wavelengths that your visual system interprets as yellow.
That's significantly less catchy, you know.
So imagine you and I are standing outside watching a sunset.
Yes.
We both point at the sky and say, wow, that's orange. But here's the weird part. There's no way to prove that the orange you're experiencing is the same orange I'm experiencing.
Hold on.
Well, and that's kind of what I was talking about when I went off script about colorblindness. The way my brain sees blues, I see a blue, but it's probably not your blue.
Probably not. But what colors in your colorblindness don't you see? So
I have a lot of problems with browns.
What do browns look like to you?
They look brown. See, that's where this gets really weird. But if you put up...
Okay, what does that painting look like?
It's got a lot of brown in it.
Yeah, it does.
But okay. But if you put up one of those colorblind tests,
yeah,
you know, the circle with all the dots.
Yeah, you can't see it.
If one of them is predominantly brown, I'll never find it.
So those are all different browns. So how does that look to you?
Brown.
But can you see the picture that's made out of the brown?
Yes. Yes. It's just I'm probably
same.
not interpreting it the same way. I'll bet my browns are your reds.
That sounds crazy. My brain goes to weird places.
You know what?
What?
In all those years, because you go into the military and they find out you're colorblind, they won't let you do crap.
They're like, oh, you have a disability.
Yeah, sort of. So I wanted to be a door gunner on helicopters in the Army because I'd read a book called Orders to Vietnam, and I learned in that book that colorblind people, the Army used them as door gunners, in helos because we can spot camouflage quicker than people with normal color vision. And if you stop to think about it, camouflage is made to deceive people with probably normal color vision. So we can spot that shit and pull it back out.
See, but that's actually not a disability then. That's actually like, it depends on the context, I guess, if it is or not.
Yeah.
Like in that situation, your colorblindness actually was helpful. But then like in some situations, like when you're trying to like not match or whatever, and you think you're wearing a certain color, that's where I've noticed it. Like, I'm like, what are you wearing? And they'd be like, well, I'm colorblind. I'm like, oh, well, that's why I started telling people, because I wear shit like that too. But I'm not, but I just do what I want.
When I was out on the road all the time with Navy, my now ex-wife used to coordinate all of my clothes
to help you.
She would put little tabs in there that had numbers, and all I had to do was match the freaking numbers.
Wow. Talk about
shirts to
a crutch. Damn.
Shirts to ties. So, but she would come up with some really cool stuff that I just couldn't see. Like I had a blue pinstripe suit that had these really thin stripes or pinstripes going through them.
I got some Chuck Taylors like that.
And they were mauve.
Ooh, mine were gray.
And so she bought me a mauve tie. I didn't see it. I just matched the number. Okay, I wear this suit. I got to wear that tie. The
one goes with two.
So I got to put it together.
Oh, I get that. Okay.
Yeah. So, and people would compliment me on that. And I'm like, well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
So, anyway.
It's so interesting. But back to our sunset, though.
Yeah. And so in the case of the sunset, we can agree on labels. See?
We can agree on labels. We both call it orange.
But your internal experience might be completely different from mine. Now let's talk about how we actually see color. Inside your retina are specialized cells called cones.
This is the science part.
Yeah.
The bizarre science shit we were talking about. Okay.
So go get a beer, do whatever.
Sit down. This is interesting.
Cones detect light. Most humans have 3 types of cones, or for simplification, 3 color detectors. One responds most strongly to the shorter wavelength, which we associate with blue. One responds to medium wavelengths, which contribute to green perception. And one responds to longer wavelengths, which help us perceive reds.
So our brains are basically mixing 3 signals together, kind of like an audio engineer mixing music. And every color I've ever seen comes from combinations of those 3 signals?
Pretty much.
That's wild.
It gets even stranger. We're not done
with the strange.
Diving into
the strange gets stranger.
Computers and television screens work very similarly.
Red, green, and blue pixels.
Right.
The RGB that I was talking about.
Right, exactly.
I had a moment in my brain when all I was seeing was colors.
So your eyes are basically biological screens, and it's important because everything in modern society is built around this 3-channel system. Displays, printers, paints, traffic lights, literally everything, which brings us to the superhero part.
Okay.
Because some people don't have 3. Scientists discovered that certain women carry a genetic variation that may create an additional photopigment or a 4th color receptor.
Ooh. Why women specifically?
Well, the relevant gene is carried on the X chromosome, and women have 2 X chromosomes. Some women have a greater chance of carrying variations that could lead to an extra photopigment.
So how common is this?
Surprisingly common.
Ah, really?
Estimates.
I wonder if I have it.
Well, we should get you tested.
How do you test for that?
They can do it in a blood test, but it's
weird.
stupid
expensive.
expensive.
Oh, yeah.
And
I don't need to know that bad.
Most insurance isn't going to cover.
Yeah, they're like, we don't care if you can see more color.
So the relevant gene is, wait, I already did that. Damn it. Surprisingly common. So estimates suggest.
This is why I tell you.
Yeah, I know.
What I tell you.
Estimates suggest around 12% of women may carry the necessary genetic variation.
12%. That's potentially millions of people. So why haven't we heard about this,
Well, having the gene isn't the same as actually using it. You with me so far?
Yeah.
Think of it like owning a musical instrument. For instance, I have several guitars, but don't really play them. Scientists call normal color vision tetrachromacy. I knew I was going to screw that word up. Or three-cone vision.
I'm always screwing words up. So 4-cone vision is
tetrachromacy.
Sounds like a dinosaur that roamed the earth 65 million years ago, distinguishing subtle shades of purple.
A terrifying purple.
I'm a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. And absolutely ruthless in paint stores.
Yeah. The challenge for scientists is proving tetrachromacy actually exists because nobody can climb inside another person's brain.
The magic school bus can.
Oh, well, there is that.
The Miss Frizzle, her lizard, and all her little chitlins can.
Researchers can measure genes. They can measure cone cells, but they can't measure directly. They can't directly measure subjective experience. Science's biggest challenge? Figuring out what somebody else is actually seeing, which sounds simple until you try it.
Then it becomes philosophy. And since Mikey is a self-proclaimed philosopher, I would like to elaborate on this just a tidge.
Absolutely.
So I have thought and very long, extensive thinking. That was a weird way to say
on the way over here today.
It comes in my mind very many times, and I don't know, throughout the day, but I am very interested in what other people are seeing and feeling. And like, I'm always asking my husband, for example, I'm like, what's that feel like? What's that feel like? You know what I mean? Like, I want him, but he can't use words real well, so he can't explain it to me to where I get it, But I'm so interested in like what other people are experiencing. And so even through their eyes, you know what I mean? Like when Mr. Robin, when I figured out he was colorblind, I was so intrigued. I'm like, okay, well, what color do you think that is? Or what color are you seeing? And like, I'm trying to visualize what you see because I'm interested in that. It's very interesting. So if anybody can tell me how to do that, get into somebody's brain like that and actually see it, I'm all here for it. All ears and eyes. So that
something tells me we're going to be doing podcasts in a lab somewhere with a body laid out.
Oh my gosh. One time when I was in high school, we went to the cadaver lab in Hutch, and it was so interesting. I remember the 97-year-old lady still had pink fingernail polish on her fingernails, and they were perfect. And I actually envied this 97-year-old dead lady's fingernails because I bite mine, and hers were gorgeous, dead as a doornail.
Okay, well, we've gone completely off the. But anyway,
just so you know,
besides philosophy, there's neuroscience.
There is. And the two fields that most frequently make people stare at the ceiling at 2 a.m. and think crazy thoughts like me that I just told you.
So, a quick review. Scientists believe they have evidence that certain people possess the genetics for a fourth cone, but they still need proof that someone was actually using it, which raises an important question.
The chrominator!
There you go.
I'm using it.
Namely, how do you test whether somebody can see a color you've never seen? It's not like you can exactly hand someone a color chart and ask, "Can you point to the invisible one?" In 2010, visual neuroscientist Jenny Boston and her colleagues designed an experiment to tackle this challenge. The researchers recruited 24 women believed to carry the genetic variation associated with the fourth photopigment. And so, at least on paper, all of them had the potential. Next, the participants were shown carefully selected pairs of colors that looked identical to normal trichromats.
Oh, but were slightly different for people that had the fourth.
Right. It's like giving 24 people the same puzzle, except one person might have access to an extra clue nobody else can see. Most participants performed exactly as expected, meaning they saw what ordinary trichromats see.
So if someone possessed functional tetrachromatic vision, then they should notice differences invisible to everyone else, right?
If they're tetrachromats.
Oh, tetra. What did I say?
You said tri, I think.
Whatever. All these big words run together. Whatever. All these big words run together.
But here's where it gets interesting.
Tell me about it.
There was one participant identified only as CDA 29.
Oh, CDA 29.
Who consistently detected differences that everyone else missed. Not just once, but again and again. This was repeatable scientific evidence.
How excited were the researchers?
Well, imagine spending years searching for evidence that a hidden form of human perception exists, and then finding someone who appears to have it. It's the scientific equivalent of discovering a unicorn in your backyard.
Yes, a unicorn. Exactly. A unicorn that can distinguish 17,000 shades of beige. Somewhere an interior designer just fainted. But you have to ask yourself, why did only one participant demonstrate the ability if all 24 carried the genetic variation? Shouldn't they all have enhanced color vision?
Not necessarily.
Okay, why not?
Think of it this way. A standard piano has 88 keys. Imagine adding one extra key. If that key produces a note dramatically different from the others, you'll notice it immediately.
Okay.
But if the extra key sounds almost identical to the one already there,
then it doesn't really add anything.
Exactly. That's what scientists think may happen with some four cones. The extra cone may be sensitive to wavelengths only slightly different from an existing one.
So the brain simply lumps them together?
Exactly. It's receiving extra information, but not enough extra information to create an entirely new color experience.
Kind of like adding a fourth camera to a smartphone and realizing it's basically the same camera?
This is where the story gets even weirder.
Ooh!
Because eyes may not be the most important part.
Wait, what? We spent all this time talking about eyes.
And then the brain steals the spotlight.
Classic brain behavior. And sometimes the brain steals it in a very unsavory manner. Speaking from Mr. Robinson's experience, not mine. What? Carry on.
Wait, I gotta make a note.
No notes.
About this link.
No notes.
Okay.
He'll use it against me.
Scientists increasingly believe that perception depends on how the brain processes and interprets information, not just what information arrives. Imagine upgrading your computer's hardware, a better graphics card, maybe a faster processor or more memory, but you never update the software.
So you're still running the old system.
Right. The hardware has the potential, but the software never takes advantage of it. That's one theory for why many people with the gene don't seem to become tetrachromats. The brain never learns how to use the extra signal. One researcher, A cognitive scientist, Kimberly Jameson, proposed a fascinating idea. She compared tetrachromacy to musical talent. A person may be born with extraordinary potential, but potential isn't enough.
It still needs development.
Right.
So someone could possess the genetic ingredients for tetrachromacy,
yet never fully develop the ability.
because their environment never encouraged it.
Another sign.
What?
Yeah. Another sign. Blame it on your folks.
This is nature versus nurture. So you know.
Another scientist studied something equally fascinating. Vision scientist Michael Webster looked at how environments affect color perception. What he found is that your visual system constantly adjusts itself.
Like autocorrect, but for the eyes.
More or less. Imagine moving to a tropical rainforest. Lots of green everywhere.
Green overload.
Over
I
time,
would love it.
over time, your brain may reduce the intensity of those greens.
Really?
It adapts. The environment recalibrates perception. Conversely, someone living in a colorless desert environment may become more sensitive to subtle color differences because the brain is trying to maximize useful information. It's constantly optimizing, which means perception is not fixed.
It's dynamic.
Yes, always changing. Webster also suggested that if future generations lived on Mars,
A famously red planet.
exactly, they might eventually stop perceiving it as red as their brains would adapt.
The constant redness would become the new normal.
Exactly.
So then it would be like brown. Which means Martian grandchildren might look at Earth and think our planet is weirdly colorful.
Yeah. So I think we've established that tetrachromacy may be real.
Maybe.
We've discussed a woman who appears capable of seeing color differences hidden from everyone else. And we've discovered that perception depends not only on our eyes, but also on our brains and environments. Next up, we're going to discuss scientists who are now trying to invent colors that most humans literally cannot see. And we'll explore what tetrachromats claim to see in shadows, grays, and ordinary objects. Some tetrachromats describe seeing colors in places where most people see none. Some people report seeing hints of lavender, gold, pink, or blue hidden within what appears to be a uniform gray surface.
So what I call gray could actually be complicated mosaic of subtle colors.
Potentially.
Ooh, my entire wardrobe is suddenly more interesting.
Some
And the all black I wore today. For this color fantastic.
Some
talk.
descriptions suggest that whites appear almost prismatic.
Like tiny rainbows hidden inside them?
That's one way to think about it.
Which makes me wonder whether tetrachromats walk into a room and immediately think, wow, these walls are hideous.
Entirely possible.
Imagine discovering that your favorite paint color is secretly terrible.
A devastating day for homeowners everywhere.
Interior decorating would become a competitive sport.
Of course.
Which I know you've all wanted for years.
Of course. Scientists are careful about anecdotal reports.
Because people can be mistaken.
Exactly.
Wah, wah.
Memory can be unreliable.
It very well can.
Expectations can influence perception, and humans are exceptionally good at convincing themselves they possess special powers. History provides many examples.
Most of which did not end with actual superpowers. I'm still holding out for teleportation.
Researchers want measurable evidence.
Data. Data or data?
Data, actually, I think.
Data.
Science's love language.
Beautiful.
This brings us to the most ambitious parts of this story. scientists attempting to invent colors.
Every time you say that sentence, my brain refuses to cooperate. I'm just like, I don't know. No, I don't want to be confused by color.
Well, computer scientist Ren, and I hate this last name. No offense. Ren Inga. That's how it sounds. And his team are trying to create a practical test for tetrachromacy, similar to how colorblindness tests reveal hidden patterns. Except this time, the hidden information would only be visible to tetrachromats.
Wow.
Most of us are familiar with the color wheel.
Yes, elementary school art class.
Exactly.
Reds, yellows, and blues.
But Inga argues that tetrachromats may experience something much more complex.
How complex?
Imagine upgrading from a flat map to a globe.
Okay.
Then imagine upgrading again.
To what?
A multi-dimensional color universe.
Whoa.
His team developed a three-dimensional color sphere to represent what a fourth cone might add.
So colors gain an extra direction.
Exactly.
That's hard to visualize.
Colors that seem identical to us may occupy entirely different locations within this expanded color space.
Meaning a tetrachromat could instantly distinguish them.
While we remain completely unaware.
Well, my mind is blown. I want to be a tetrachromat.
To test these ideas, Inga's team built something unusual, a specialized printers. Most printers rely on combinations of cyan, magenta, and yellow. Inga's printer uses 4 inks.
Ooh, because they're trying to mimic a 4-cone visual system.
Exactly.
That's brilliant.
The hope is that tetrachromats will perceive patterns or contrasts invisible to everyone else.
Giving scientists a viable test. And suddenly thousands of tetrachromats are identified. And maybe me.
It's just another reason to go out and spend another ton of dough on the printer.
Yeah.
Human perception is more variable than we realize.
We already know people differ in hearing, taste, and smell.
This would extend that understanding dramatically.
Entire groups of people might experience reality differently. You never realize it.
That's incredible.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who insists that teal and turquoise are the same color.
That's dangerous territory.
Let the chaos reign.
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Especially if you think you might be a tetrachromat.
Or if you've ever had...
We'll start a support group.
Yeah. Or meet here, opposite whatever.
Yeah. Opposite the green grass.
Oh, yeah. We can go out and hang out on
hole number 2.
Hole number 2 there. Or if you've ever had an argument about whether a dress was blue and black or white and gold.
Humanity may never recover from that one.
You know those things that were going around on the internet?
I remember that.
I wonder if...
I remember that. I remember is the dress this color? Or
yeah.
maybe they infiltrated our minds already with the tetrachromats.
Oh, Dr. Inga.
We're coming for you. Humanity may never recover from that one.
Until next time.
Keep asking questions.
Keep exploring.
And stay curious.
Okay. We hope you folks conveniently listening at home or in your car enjoyed that. If you have any questions for either Mikey or myself, what?
I think we skipped the funniest part.
About today's episode or any other darn thing, you can email us at Mr. Robin.
What color's
Mr.
my beaver
Robin.
cub? What color's my beaver cub? Mr. Robin.
White. White?
No, what's the beaver's face?
Oh, damn. Pink?
I think it's salmon. And it has, what do you call that? A granite. See, it's granite. It's worn off a little bit. Anyway, that was just a test for Mr. Robin. He failed.
Yeah, you know what? Here's the other part of being colorblind in the military.
Oh,
I spent all of my time, 22 years in the military. And you had to take physicals at different times. And every time we got to the color stuff, I failed. And so in my medical records, every time I had to have one of this, there'd be a big failed stamp in the middle of my vision test. And then the last physical I ever had to take, it was right before I retired from Navy. And they were they had me line up outside of an office where they were doing color tests. And I literally memorized from the guy that was in there before me. I memorized the sequence because what they do is they shoot that kind of laser color that keeps changing.
Yeah, and you're supposed to tell them what color.
You're supposed to tell them what color it is. And I memorized the sequence. And when I got in there, I just blew through it. And he wrote on the color test, he stamped it, passed. And I was so damn proud of myself. And then I had to go in and see the doctor.
And the doctor's like, this is a lie.
Yeah, he was looking at this,
Didn't he?
and he goes, all right, how did you do this? And so I confessed. And then he took his big failed stamp and went, boom, and that was the end of that.
But
anyway.
being a vision failure isn't the worst of your problems.
See, that's why I hang out with her. I'm always looking for a little support.
I'm here to tell you how it is. That's a good friend for you. Somebody who just tells you your shit is shit.
It's shit, yeah.
The shit is shit. So.
Well, never mind. All right. So you can email us at mr.robin@mrrobinshood.com or Mikey at mrrobinshood.com. Also, you can find us on Facebook at Mr. Robin's Hood Podcast. As always, you can also reach out to Mikey or me via Podophone. At 580-827-1113.
The phone has a cooler name than me. Anyway.
Okay. Maybe you just want to get something off your chest, or you're feeling some butt pain because of something we said during a podcast. Give us a call. Unless, of course, you're an attorney with a cease and desist order because you have a client who has already laid claim to the name Chrominator, then you'll definitely want to talk with Mikey direct.
I didn't trademark it, so we could have a problem.
You can leave a voicemail. We haven't had enough time. That takes a little bit of doing.
To trademark?
Yeah. Texas, you should call Get Singer.
Yeah.
He'd love something like that. Text us if you have a question, concern, complaint, compliment, suggestion, whatever. Just don't be a dick about it. In the meantime,
colorful dick about it.
Colorful dick.
Don't be a colorful dick about it. That's what he meant to say.
That's what I meant to say. Had it in the script.
He did. And he's going off script. What are we going to do about that, Mr. Robin?
In the meantime, tell all your friends to listen to this podcast as though their lives depend upon it. As always, you can stream or download episodes of Mr. Robin's Hood Podcast wherever you usually find that sort of nonsense. We're on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, the Podbean app, Apple Podcasts, Player FM, Listen Notes, and Podchaser. You can also stream them directly from our Podbean website at Mr. Robin's Hood Podcast.podbean.com.
Yep, right there.
For free. So we'll close now by reminding everyone, as we always do, to
stay hungry, stay foolish, and most importantly, stay weird. Bye.